There's a piece in this is in Oklahoma. It's called KOTV, newszone6.com, and it's September 24th, 2015 at 3:32 p.m. Central Standard Time. And the caption reads, it's by CBS News, and the caption reads, quote, PETA lawsuit, monkey should own selfie copyright, unquote. I can't pronounce this kind of monkey. It's MACAQUE. So that's the kind of monkey it is. But I'm going to leave that out when I read the article. I guess it's a macaque monkey. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to say that macaque monkey. Anyway, this is what the article says. Quote, a macaque monkey who took now famous selfie photographs should be declared the copyright owner of the photos rather than the nature photographer who positioned the camera, animal rights activists contend in a novel lawsuit filed Tuesday. The suit was filed in federal court in San Francisco by People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. It seeks a court order allowing PETA to administer all proceeds from the photos for the benefit of the monkey, which it identified as 6-year-old Naruto, Naruto, and other crested macaques living in a reserve on the Indonesian island of Sulawesi. I don't know, Sulawesi. I'm going to sort of go through this whole thing. Last year, the U.S. Copyright Office issued an update compendium of its policies, including a section stipulating that it would register copyrights only for works produced by human beings. It specified that works produced by animals, whether a photo taken by a monkey or a mural painted by an elephant, would not qualify. That's what the U.S. Copyright Office said. Just 1 second. PETA has on occasion pursued lawsuits that were widely viewed by other legal experts as offering little chance of success. For example, a 2011 lawsuit accusing the SeaWorld parks of keeping 5 killer whales in conditions that violate the U.S. Constitution's ban on slavery. A federal judge dismissed the suit, saying the 13th Amendment applied only to humans. Anyway, so that's unquote. This is really insane. I can't believe. Does the People for Ethical Treatment of Animals in San Francisco have something better to do with their time? Really, I would really love to talk to these people in person. Really, I wonder who's really the animals. I wonder the people that actually work at the People for Ethical Treatment of Animals, if they're not animals themselves, because they're not thinking correctly as a human. So they filed a lawsuit because they believe that here, this is where wait, let me read this one section here. Okay, I'm going to quote this 1 second here. This is quote, Jeffrey Kerr, Kerr, a lawyer with PETA, said the Copyright Office policy is not only an opinion. Oh, excuse me, let me say that again. Quote, Jeffrey Kerr, a lawyer with PETA, said the Copyright Office policy is only an opinion, and the U.S. Copyright Act itself does not contain language limiting copyrights to humans. The Act grants copyright to authors of original works with no limit on species. Copyright law is clear. It's not the person who owns the camera, it's the being who took the photograph. That's what he said anyway. There's the guy that owned the camera. He was a British nature photographer named David Slater, Slater. And 1 second. And this is what he said. This is what Slater says. The facts are that I was the intellect behind the photos. I set the whole thing up. A monkey only pressed a button of a camera set up on a tripod. A tripod I positioned and held throughout the shoot, unquote. Unquote. So, okay, here you have a monkey that, okay, this guy Slater has a camera set up on tripod, and the monkey is sitting before it or whatever the hell he's doing, and then he probably fiddled around with the camera for maybe he poked at it. You don't see what the monkey was doing before he took the picture of himself. So maybe he was playing around with the camera or playing around with the tripod, and as he's playing around, he pressed something, and he pressed a button and took a picture of himself. Who knows? I'm sure the monkey was not taking an actual picture of himself. Like, you take your camera and you go like this and you take a picture of yourself. Sometimes, there is such a thing as evolution that, I always considered apes actually, but monkeys as well, but mainly apes as my super parents. I always look at it that way, And, we had a long history of evolution there, and we eventually came from the ape or the monkey, and eventually Neanderthal, Homo erectus, and then Homo sapiens, and then, of course, humans, right? There are still people out there, unfortunately, mentally, in the brain, still stuck on monkey. They have not evolved. It's crazy. Like I say, don't these people, for the ethical treatment of animals, for one thing, what is so unethical about this whole situation anyway? Why would they even fucking file a lawsuit? This is nothing about ethics. Nothing about it. They're saying that the monkey deserves to have the proceeds. How do you know that the monkey? I'll bet you if you gave the... Hey, this is what you should do. I just thought of it. Let me take a vape here. I'm going to tell you what the solution to this whole situation is. I'm going to tell you the solution. Let me take a vape. This is your solution to this entire problem. If I was the judge in the courtroom, this is what I would do. I would tell them, bring the monkey into the courtroom. Take the picture that you took, give it to the monkey, and let's see what the monkey does. I bet the monkey would fucking eat the picture. Probably would rip it the fuck up. He would look at it, he'd probably smear his feces all over it. Yeah, that's what you need to do. You need to get the monkey into the courtroom, give him the picture, and let's see what he does with it. You think he's going to sit there and admire himself in the picture? Just go, oh, look at this. That's me. Yeah, thumbs up. Cool, I like this. Yeah, I took this picture a long time ago. Yeah. And the fucking monkey's going to rip the picture up. That's how much he values the picture. That's what the picture means to him as a person. or as a monkey, I shouldn't say as a person. Well, maybe as a person. No, not as a person, but as a being, I should say. Let's not mix up the two. People will say, "Oh, you said person?" No, I said person, but Freudian slip. It's the monkey is a being. It's not a person in the person sense, and only in the person sense that the monkey. What I meant by that was the monkey is a being in and of itself, in a sense, has its own personhood, but not as actual human. Because the human came after the monkey. Now, on the other hand, if the human existed and then the monkey came about, then the monkey would be, well, advanced, I guess, and probably would be teaching us. The monkey would be saying to the human, okay, or even be saying anything. The monkey would actually put the tripod down, put the camera on there, and the human would be fucking around with it and press the button. I wonder how many pictures were taken before this one picture hit the fucking news. And not only that, the picture that they show is the monkey is actually, I'm going to actually put this link underneath so you see it. It's actually, I'll put this link under the video. It's actually, the monkey is like this. He's covering his eyes. That's how much a selfie picture that was, huh? He wanted to take a picture of himself so much that he covered up his eyes. That's how much he wanted to look at himself in the picture. So this whole thing is bullshit. The whole thing is a con. And like I said, unless the people for the ethical treatment of animals, don't waste your fucking time on this shit. Actually, all they really want is the money. Now, like they say, Peter to administer all proceeds from the photos for the benefit of the monkey. What are you going to buy the monkey? What are you going to give the monkey? Maybe a camera? Maybe you can buy him a camera. A little camera, put it around his neck and take little pictures of you. Okay, everybody from the people for the ethical treatment of animals, now let's all get together. Row up, get in line, let me take a picture. What are you going to do? Buy him a better food? The best thing you can do for this fucking monkey is let him fucking live in the wild. That's the best thing you can fucking do for this fucking monkey. Let him live in the wild. Instead, he's living on a reserve. He's in a reserve on the Indonesian island of Sulawesi, or whatever the fuck that is. SULAWESI. If you really cared about this fucking monkey would be raised in the fucking wild, not on a fucking reserve. Which maybe a reserve would be. Let me Google that. Maybe that reserve is a wild area. Maybe it's like in the wild. But I wonder how controlled that area is. 1 second here. Let's see if I can pull this up. So it's like nature, it's part of nature. They're in like a wild area. It's like a park, But I'm sure they're controlled, and I'm sure there's a fence around this fucking reserve. If they were really true to themselves, they would put them in the fucking wild, let them outside of the reserve, and let them free. If they really wanted to have ethical treatment of an animal, let them go fucking free and take them out of the fucking reserve. But this whole thing's all politics and cons and bullshit. I say to the people for the ethical treatment of animals, fuck you. You had better things to do than file lawsuits like this. This is stupidity. It's absolutely. This is beyond This actually is below subhuman intelligence. It's actually below the monkey's intelligence. This kind of intelligence is like a worm, like a cockroach, like a spider. Actually, a spider probably has more intelligence than these fucking assholes for the people of the ethical treatment of animals who follow this lawsuit. I shouldn't have even done this video. It's so stupid. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. One of the dumbest things. And I hope that whatever judge gets this case throws it the fuck out. Throws it out. takes the entire lawsuit and turns it into a little paper airplane and flies it to the Indonesian island of Sulawesi, or whatever the hell it's called. Fly it there and let the monkeys jump up and down on it and shit all over the goddamn lawsuit. That's how I feel about this lawsuit. This is a waste of time. This is what you call a frivolous lawsuit. It should be thrown the fuck out. They should actually take the lawsuit and let the monkeys wipe their ass with it. Yeah, that's what they should do. They should give it to the monkeys. Give it to the monkeys and let them wipe their ass with your fucking people for the ethical treatment of animals out of San Francisco. You should give your lawsuit to the monkeys so they can wipe their ass with it. Guys, have a good day.